know, these projects are done so that other people around there will also decide to do them. And now Contra Costa is going to do Discover and Go, which some of you already know about.
Yes, hopefully everybody in the room knows about it, and you all know how long-winded I am. I have to make this short. Okay, so I'm really excited still. I want to thank Bayless for giving us money again for research and development. It really helps us in our process. So Discover and Go is a downloadable museum pass management system. We wanted to create a technology that would allow us to circulate passes without having to handle the manual circulation that the rest of our sister libraries were doing. And so the grant was to prove that concept that we could do that, develop this pass system, and then also the second part of it was for us to prove that we could network it with disparate ILS systems in Alameda County. Was coerced. Oh no, I'm sorry. They volunteered to help us because I needed an innovative system, and I know Jean. So I found a partner willing to help us prove that we could actually do it with other library systems. The second part of this that was a byproduct is that we essentially created a new business model for how we deliver and provide library service, in that this is totally library driven, it's library implemented, and it's library shared. So we basically bypassed vendors and said, we know better and we know what we want, and that's what we're going to do. So one library using grant funds to develop the technology, and then inviting our sister libraries to come and join us so that they don't have to recreate the wheel, they don't have to invest that money and the effort. It's already done for them, and we think that this is turning out to be a wonderful model. And actually the ebook platform is going to be based on that same type of a model. The other thing that we wanted to test and prove is that the Bay Area cultural venues were interested in participating in this, and we started off very small, thinking, well, we'll bring it up, and our goal is 5. We just want to have 5, and we think that we'll be in good shape. What actually happened within 6 weeks is that we had over 30 venues ready on our initial launch date. Today we have 35 to 40. It vacillates because people come and they go, and they come and they go, but it's constantly expanding. And part of the network membership, when people join the network, is that you get this opening day collection of museums and venues that have already agreed to extend their passes. Excuse me, this fly. Extend their passes to the member libraries that are joining, and everybody has their own pool of passes. So it's not like the ebook consortiums where we're all competing for the same ebooks. You each get your own set number of passes. So just to give you an idea, in this fiscal year to date, around 36,000 passes have been distributed to Contra Costa County libraries members. I don't have statistics for the other areas, but we know it's going very well in Alameda County, for example. There are 16 libraries out of PLP that have agreed to participate, and we're in various stages. 6 of us are live, 1 coming up today, South San Francisco. We have 7 on deck, meaning that they're in the queue. We just have to bring them up. And then several others that have some other mitigating circumstances before they can actually join the network. But we're very pleased with everybody. You are able to bring your own venue to the party, and we encourage you to do so that if you have institutions within your own area that we may not be aware of, we welcome that. You also have the ability to for that venue to say that only your particular library can participate. We've got this set up, the administration module on this is set up where we can manipulate it in so many different ways. Next steps for us, anyway, is that we are working with local transportation organizations so that for our underserved populations who find it difficult to get into San Francisco from Brentwood, for example, we're working with them to get discount passes, and we're also working with community-based organizations that might volunteer to adopt groups and bring them into these museums. The museums love us. They absolutely love us, and they're already starting to tell us that they want the rest of the libraries to do this. So you might want to pay attention and hear what they have to say on that. They really like the way this goes. How much time do I have?
You actually have about 3 minutes.
Okay, I just want to tell you 4 things. These were our, I'm sorry, I know I get excited. There were 4 things that I internally wanted to prove where I thought that, yes, we have a success. The first one was that other libraries asked to join us. That was the biggie, and we continue to ask you to join us. The second one was when we had cultural organizations coming to us, and I might say this is not just museums. We have Freight and Salvage in Berkeley, for example. We have Cow Shakes in Orinda. We have art museums from many locations. We have the Tech Museum here from San Jose. We have a lot of different venues that are participating. But so that was the second one, when venues were coming to us and say, wait a minute, we don't want to be excluded, and that has happened. The third was for the venues or partners in this to come to us and say, you know what, we really wish the other libraries would do it the way that you're doing it, because it makes it so much easier for us. They just get a virtual pass and they just take it and it's accepted. It either has a QR code or they just accept it as the ticket itself. It's totally mediated and manipulated, and is set up so that staff can administer it very easily if the customer comes into the library. There are no barriers to getting this service done. The fourth one was I felt that we would be a success when our cultural organizations started to co-brand with us, and that is true. So now that we're seeing our tickets are being printed, and they say Discover and Go, and then whatever library that they're associated with that it originates from. So, for example, Contra Costa County or Alameda or Oakland or Redwood City, whichever one it might be. So I hope that you see that this was money well spent, well developed, and we're looking forward to expanding this statewide, not just keeping it here, although you are our first priority. So, yes, Lisa. Yes, yes, yeah. The way that it's done is we've done all of the development. We've paid the vendors and everything, and all of the improvements come from us. We pay for all the improvements to the system, and then you pay a one-time $2,500, and that's an administrative setup fee. It's one time, and then after that, the annual maintenance fee is shared among the libraries participating, and that will go down as the number of libraries rise up. So we handle all of those things on your behalf. So we feel like it's really worth the money. Okay? Yes?
Are all these passes free and donated by these?
They are free and deeply discounted. The majority of them are free.
So there is some kind of e-commerce involved with this for some that are paid?
No, what they do is, no, even for the ones that are deeply discounted, they print out the pass and they take it with them and they use that, and it shows the discount that they're receiving. Yeah.
That's it.
She's cut me off.